I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time.
Explosion outwards, so. Oh my gosh, this framing is so bad. Again, I apologize. But immediately after that, moved straight into Bulgarian split squats, aka, oh my gosh, why am I doing this to myself? I'm in pain. So this one was a true 3x10. So the whole deal with Bulgarian split squats is that you have to be really careful with the form, otherwise you don't get the elusive quad pump that everyone desires. So you can actually see here that I'm bowing forward a little bit. So you tend to want to lean back a little bit more to sort of be in the center line of your body, I guess you could say. And also don't lock your knee out like I'm doing. I don't know why I do that. It doesn't feel weird whenever I'm actually doing the exercise. So maybe it's just a weird habit I picked up, but I'm definitely going to try to fix that for next time. But I mean, hey, shoot, look at the quad muscle though. Damn. Okay, moving on to the Sussy Wussy 3000s, aka RDLs. This is also a warm-up with 95. Well, warm-up, but technically I count it as my first set. It's weird. I don't know, man. I lift kind of weird, honestly. But again, focus on the form. So the whole goal is to keep your legs as straight as possible. They can have a slight bend to them, but one of my friends, he told me to also try to drag the bar, or per se, keep it as in contact with your legs as possible. So it should honestly be gliding up and down your legs. So that way you really just make sure you're stretching out your hamstrings. Make sure that you arch your butt out, as you can see in this video. So it looks like I got a dumpy, but that's mainly because I'm doing the form right. So okay, so here I am with 135. Again, same concept. Just really focus on your form, really getting that stretch. I find that RDLs honestly are the best thing for my hamstrings. They honestly are the one exercise that I know I can always resort to if I just feel like I'm not feeling it in my hamstrings, you know. Instead of just like seated hamstring curls, RDLs, again, really good for growing your hamstrings. So make sure that you incorporate them somehow.
Bubble up, yo, best friend watch me juggle her. Bang, get in the bed, baby, snuggle up. I'm daddy, bottom ride fully loaded and it's automatic loaded. You should see the.
Okay, so I was actually super excited to try this exercise. These are called goblet squats. I've never incorporated them before, so this was actually my first day doing them. And honestly, they're kind of overrated. I definitely felt it in my quads. But overall, I feel like if you just go to the quad extension machine and, you know, do some drop sets, you'd probably get a better burn than this. But if you do end up doing goblet squats, make sure you get heavier weight whenever you first begin, because I ended up picking up like the 35 pound dumbbells thinking it was going to be pretty difficult. But honestly, I went all the way up to 50, and it was still feeling like I do more. So another thing is that my head looks super big in this. It's because of the 0.5 zoom, I swear. Don't make fun of me in the comments, please. But yeah, same thing here. Pretty sure 3 sets of 10. Honestly, it's really hard to remember what I did. I've been awake since like 7:30 a.m. and I'm still editing this video as we speak, and it's almost 1 a.m. So yeah. Okay, so moving on to one of the exercises that I actually enjoy. It's just standing dumbbell calf raises. So I do 3 variations, typically 3 by 10 or more so 3 by 10 by 15, honestly, is the repage that I do depending on how I'm feeling. So first I'll start out with my toes pointed as inward as possible. Then I'll sort of transition over to this more neutral stance where they're pointing straight ahead. And then finally I will go to a super outward stance, which you'll see, I think right about now. There we go. And then finish off with that. So again, 3 by 10. I feel like personally for me, this really gets the calf pump going. Some people say it doesn't help at all. especially doing those variations are not effective, but I tend to disagree. This next thing that looks kind of weird, I call them tibia taps. This actually works out your tibialis anterior, so I find for me that it helps out with my shin splints that I get from running sometimes, and that it's also like really aesthetic muscle if you have it built up, and it really sort of fills out your calves, so be sure to do it. Lastly, I hit the treadmill, did a little bit of incline walking, and then some incline jogging. Alright, so leg day is finished. I'm officially exhausted, and I need a protein shake. So I'm gonna go do Holy that. Crap, it is hot. Yeah, downside of having a black vehicle in the heat is that it burns whenever you get in. So today's leg day was really good. I was actually able to film stuff. Super happy about that. It wasn't as awkward as I thought it would be. And then now I'm drinking a shake. It's called the Chunky Monkey from Saxy Nutrition. So if you want to go check them out and then get the Chunky Monkey, then you can be cool like me and drink a protein shake. But yeah, so now I'm going to go back home, and I have another project I have to work on. Cleaning my grandpa's Isuzu so we can sell it for him. So I'm going to be detailing that later today. I'll see if I can get some footage of it. Okay, so I learned my lesson from the last time. I need to use flash. Otherwise, it looks super grainy and the phone automatically goes to like 480p. So, unfortunately, that is all the footage of the gym day. So I do have footage of the detailing. That's going to be a separate video, as well as the Louisiana trip that was promised. So that's also going to be a separate video as well. But I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you comment like what you thought, what I need to work on, what I should fix. And if the vlog was living up to the hype that I projected it to be. So, yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all watching. See you around.